Hey everybody, I thought I'd put together a quick tutorial on using blog platforms that are based on the WordPress software. Now there's a lot of blog platforms out there and many of them use WordPress. The way to know is that once you've signed up and you get in, your dashboard is going to look something like this. Now there's a couple variations. Some of them don't have these icons up here. Some of them just have these buttons, maybe a couple more. But if the left-hand side looks like this, it's probably WordPress. So let's go ahead and talk through how to get a blog set up. First thing is we need to choose a theme so that our blog has a good look to it. So click on themes, and once that comes up, you're going to notice that there are a lot of options available to you. If they have got this premium tag on them, they probably cost you something. Otherwise, they're likely free. Something to take note of, some of them have a static front page, something like this that doesn't change or doesn't move. Other ones have got like a little slider that shows your newest post, something kind of like this. So on a page like this, you would see every time you refreshed, a new post would show up here. Or it's possible that these posts would scroll by while you are, I don't know, while somebody's sitting on your page. So for today's demo, we're just going to choose something nice and easy. This one looks good, so we're going to activate it, and that will be our blog that we're going to work on today. Now, as we are working, we're always going to go back to see what it actually looks like. When you need to do that, you can click up here. Now on this platform, that's your button that will take you to your site. On a lot of the other ones, the name of your blog will show up here. You can click on it. There will be a button that says visit site. You can go there. So if we go to our main blog, here's what we got. We are just starting out. So let's go ahead and start working on this. We're going to start by working on the header, which is this section right here. So we're going to go back to our dashboard and make a couple of changes. First thing we want to do is let's go ahead and change that picture that was showing up. So that's going to be under header. And you can see right now, this is the picture that we see. You've got a couple options. You can upload your own picture. Something to be aware of is this size constraint right here could be a little difficult. So I would choose your picture and crop it before you upload it, though I do believe that there are some options in here that allow you to set the picture as you desire. If you would like, you can also use one of their images. I kind of like this one, so I think we're going to choose it. Now, other versions that use WordPress, there's a button down here that allows you to randomize the pictures, which means that every time the page is refreshed, a different picture will show up. So we've chosen our picture. We are going to save those changes. Next thing we want to do is change some of the text that shows up at the top. So what we want to do for that is to go to our settings, and here are your general settings. So site title, ours is Lab 207. If you wanted to change that, let's say my fantastic blog, you can do that. Tagline is kind of a short little saying, so I will say here's my short little saying. Here you can also put in, this is the email that you will get notifications at. You can change what your time zone looks like, and we're going to save our changes. And once it's done saving, like you said, you can always go through and take a look and see what it looks like. And so you can see our header picture has changed, your title has changed, and your tagline has changed. So the next important thing about blogging is being able to, oh, sorry, that was the wrong button. Always go to your dashboard. You always want to be able to allow people to navigate around. So let's go ahead and start making that happen. All of your blogs, as you write them, you're going to put them in different categories, which are kind of like boxes that hold blogs on certain topics. So to do that, we're going to click on our posts. You'll see categories comes up. And let's add in a couple categories. Let's say that we want to have just basic blog. I'm going to add that category. Let's say that we want reflections. Can be reflections on life, can be reflections on whatever. And let's say we want to put a portfolio in here. We can do that too. So now every time you write a blog post, and we'll talk about this in a second, you'll have the option to put that blog into one or more of these categories. Here's our categories. Now, in order to get those onto our front page to where we can use them for navigation, we are going to go back over here to Appearance, and we're going to click on our menus. Now, we're going to title this thing Main Menu, and we're going to make it our primary navigation, which means it is going to show up at the top of the page and help people to get around. So save that. Now we need to tell it what is going to be in our main menu. So let's work with our categories that we just created. Click on all. Once that comes up, we want our blog, portfolio, and reflections in that menu. So we'll click add. Let's say that we want our blog to show up last, so we can drag it down. I'm going to save our menu. And now that that's done saving, let's check and see what it did. So now you can see right here we've got our portfolio, our reflections, and our blog. So now people can kind of navigate around your page. Let's go ahead and work on putting up a post. That is going to be the most basic thing. Now, I will say that there are a lot of ways to do this. You can use your quick post right here. That's if you just have a quick thought you want to bang out. You can do that right there. Or you can go over here to the post tabs, click on post. We're going to add a new post. And we're just going to call this brand new post. Some words for my new blog. Now let's say we want to put a picture in here. Put your cursor over there. We want to click on image, and we are going to select one from our computer. Let's go ahead and use this picture of moss. We'll open it, give it a second to process. Now if you've uploaded a bunch of pictures and you know that they are in your library, you can click on your media library right here, and all the pictures you upload will show up here in a big old menu, and you can choose one of those. But now that we've got this one uploaded, well, sorry, it's already in there, so we're going to go to our media library. We are going to hit show. Let's say that we want to change the title to moths. Give it some text. If you want to put a caption below, I'd recommend putting in who actually took the picture. You can choose how that will show up in your blog. I like left, some people like center or right. You can choose the size that it shows up, and then you got two options down here. If you click use as featured image on your front page where all of your new blog posts show up, this picture will show there. And then insert it into your post, and there you go. You can type, you can write, you can do whatever you need to do. That will just kind of wrap around the text. Now let's tell our post where to go. Let's say we want it to show up in our reflections. We'll click there. If you want to organize your posts using tags, you can add them, and then you can see your featured image. So on the front page of your blog, this is what would show up. So now that we're all done, you can hit publish. You do always have the option to save it as a draft if you want to come back to it later, or you can preview it to see what it looks like. So let's hit preview. And when that preview comes up, this is what it would look like on your blog. Get rid of that. And we think it looks good, so let's go ahead and publish our new post. Now that that's done publishing, let's go back and check out our site. And we'll notice a couple things. On our front page, our brand new post is showing up right here above a previous post. So as you add new posts, they will just kind of load in going this way. If you've got one of the themes that has a slider, there'll be some sort of window or something, and you can select a couple posts to kind of just keep rotating through that section. And we put that, I believe, in the portfolio, though I could be wrong. Nope, we didn't put it there, so there's nothing in there yet. Nothing, there you go, right there. Brand new post. So we put it in our reflections category, so it shows up right there as a post. If you click on it, there you go. That's what it looks like. Next thing we want to do is add some pages. Now the difference between a page and a category is that a page doesn't really change. Categories, they just keep adding whatever content shows up there. So anytime somebody clicks on that tab, it might show a little bit differently if you've added new post. Pages, they stay pretty much static. So we're going to go to our Pages tab. We want to add a new page, and let's say that this is an About Me page. And here you can just put a biography, throw in some pictures, sayings, quotes, maybe add a little video if you like. Make it your own because that's your page that is about you, and it's not really going to change unless you come back to it and edit it. So just like a blog post, you can save a draft, you can preview it beforehand, and you can publish it. Now, the only way people are going to be able to see this page is if we add it to our menus. So let's go back to our appearance. We got our menus, and down here you will see pages. There's our About Me page we just created. Add that to the menu. Let's say we want it to show up first. Drag it up here to the top, save that menu, and then as always, let's go check and make sure it worked. And there you go. You can now see there is your About page. Now you will see it's not showing up right now. Remember, this is just the page that has all of your new blog posts on it. You click on your About Me page, and your biography or whatever will show up right here in that section. The other thing that you will probably need to do is to edit comments that come in, because hopefully people will be reading your writing. So as you get new comments, they're all going to show up right here in this window, and it's very simple. If you want to keep it, you can just hit, well, for some people it'll say approve. You click the approve button. If you want to reply to it, you can reply there. You can edit it if you like, or you can just get rid of it. Now the spam button is kind of important. Sometimes you'll get comments that are just a bunch of links. Get rid of those that are spam, just like junk mail. Anything else that you need to know? No, that is pretty much the basics on getting your WordPress blog up and going. I hope that you have found this helpful, and don't worry, you can't really break anything. So if you're trying to figure out how to do something, start clicking on buttons and you'll probably eventually end up in the right place. So from Lab 207, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for taking a listen. Have a good day.